I was doing a little art writing down the word Lionel, but I noticed inside the N letter that it divides. It shows its heart over here. So I would have to slide this letter all the way down to this side until these 2 points separate to show 2 sides. The same time as when I do this, I keep noticing spaces, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with the empty spaces. So they're more like plugs or pieces. You see the way the ear rises on this L? I cannot finish the double L because there's a space inside the N. So when I run into the I letter next to the O, I run into the I letter next to the O, and the O, the end breaks off, otherwise it closes off the I. So I remove it. If I put it there, it makes a small O and a big O. Okay, but inside the small O, I'll show you what it looks like. Inside the small O, you will see a dividing stick. That'll be 8, 2 different worlds, and it divides in the center of the 2 different worlds. So I keep it open, and therefore it just shows you the creation of one of the I worlds, and every single line that partakes in it is another I world. Or you turn it this way, it becomes the world of H. But like I said, inside H is I. 9I lives inside 4 and 4 of the world of 3, 2, and 3. 8 and 9 is 17, but 2 different worlds, 2 different calculations. Another thing I wanted to mention, that this is also Lionel, or lion, right here, but it spells Lionel. The E is automatic. See the way it stands up, what it turns into? I spelled it Lionel, Lionel. If you want to come it out the other way, I'm not quite sure what the totality of the design is, but you can see the 1 and 1 over here. You can see the V or the K, K8, 8, E, I or EH, whichever way. I'm not really looking into how I'm going to go into the next piece. The other thing I wanted to mention is that the sperm, right, gets its information from the spirit, not from the earth, not from beta, not from the earth at all. It has nothing to do with this world, the sperm. It has to do with an entire different world. It comes into this world and it comes into the egg, which comes from this world. Sperm is a transmitter. Okay? See what happens in lion again? You create this O and O. It creates the VC. When you open up this letter over here and not close the lion again at the top, open next to the end, it creates VC1, VC1, and I'm not quite sure what this one is yet. Let's get back to the sperm. So we have the A, C world, which what happens is we transfer from the A world into the C world. The C world goes into the E world and transfers to 2, 4, 6, 8. And in its own worlds, when it gets into the 9, okay, it transfers everything into the 9, and the 9 directs itself, but through the C world. 1 goes into 2, creates C, makes life for the D, for the 4 corners of man. Here's your Lamed, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. The other 2 things are the Hebrew letters that will come out from here, and the bait. You see this is a bait cuff. You see the Hebrew letter over here? It's a bait. If you look at here, it looks like 2. I'm not getting into this. Okay, I started a new book. I'm on to a new book. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Did you see that? 333.